Hi everyone and welcome along to our Market Watch video for the month of October. We've got a lot to get through, so let's get stuck right in. Last month we talked about Aussie, S&P 500 and sugar were the three main markets that we focused on. We said to look out for weakness in Aussie, which in the last couple of weeks of the month we have seen, and I think there's still further downside there before the next rally in Aussie. Equities have started performing well in line with seasonal patterns in September, but be wary of a full-scale rally from here. It's a bit early, and we'll take a look at a few charts just to show that we can often have a little dip in the equities just as we go into October before the main rally through the end of the year, but they're definitely in focus and we are seeing signs of momentum there. The other market, sugar, still within its consolidation pattern, and we're looking for a breakout. So the rally and sugar is still very much potential, so that's something to keep an eye on. So just if you want a recap on that, check out our market watch for September. This month I'm going to focus on two markets, the euro and crude oil. Euro, as we can see here, just checking out our heat map just to identify the percentage change in price and on a monthly basis. You can see generally currencies don't perform that well through the month of October, and the euro is the one actually that has the largest movement here to the downside, and we're going to take a look a bit more detail on that. Come a little bit further down the list, we've got the equities. As I was saying earlier, October into November tends to be a very strong period for the equities, so keep looking for those to the upside. On the opposite side of the equities, of course, we're going to have the treasury, some treasury weakness on the back of stock strength. But the other markets we're going to take a closer look into is our energy sector. You can see here heating oil, crude oil has by far the worst month of the year, almost 3% decline through the month of October. It actually doesn't do well through October, November as we lead into Christmas. So we're going to take just a close look between the euro and crude oil. Just go over onto the full seasonal patterns. Let's say this a little look. Scroll down to the euro. You can see here not performing well through this period. This is, if you look back over recent years especially, it's been a really bad time for the euro, and it has performed well through the summer up to this period. But we can see now just starting to struggle at the charter in that 120, 121 level. So a move to the downside looks appealing from the position that we're sitting in. The other market is saying, looking at the energy sector, heating oil and crude tend to perform quite badly through October and November. So there'll be options on both. We will be watching both very, very much to see which one's setting up. No trades just as yet, so I think it's too early for looking for shorts on both. Still actually look quite bullish, as we'll see now in a second in the COP data. But both can present as nice short moves down through October into November, as we see between heating oil and crude across all its periods, which is nice. And I see a correlation in the seasonal periods that we're looking at to see if they're all the same, so that's nice. Going to jump over onto the COP data just to see what needs to happen now in these markets to give us what we're looking for. Euro, say, it's had a really strong rally to the upside through the summer, and we've seen it stagnate. I'd said in the previous videos that the commercial selling hadn't been a major issue, and actually trying to force this market lower and very much in the hands of the speculators, non-commercials. I focused here in on the long positions of the speculators, and you can see now as their positions, the long contracts, very much one-sided. Anybody who wanted to be long euro pretty much got long euro, and it's the euro stagnated now as the positions also have. And you actually see some profit taking, which is dragging the euro down. So focus here on these long positions. Watch for further profit taking, which will drag the euro lower. Look for an uptake in short selling here as well from this area, just to see how much of an acceleration we could get actually. But a nice move on euro down at sort of 115, 114 would be nice. For then a rally later on in the year. Definitely looking for downside on euro from where we stand. Crude, looking at the COP data, still looks relatively bullish on crude. We can see commercial COT index not giving any signals for pretty much mid-ground, which is not bullish or bearish. You can see that they haven't actually been buying in recent weeks. You've seen a little bit of a dip off, but this the commercial buying is still too significant. So the main focus here is watching for the commercial buying to dip over the next couple of weeks. Nice move up towards sort of the 54 level would be nice, but if I don't see a drop on commercial buying here, then I'm not going to be too aggressive in looking for a short area, because we may actually see a breakout of that as they hedge in anticipation of a further move to the upside. So very much a case of looking at the commercial buying here. We want to see that drop. We want to see the commercial selling continue to increase, but commercial buying definitely to decrease. We want to see it move much lower. See that there's no interest in buying at these high levels. So that's with the euro. We're looking for a drop in speculative buying, but with regard to crude, we're looking for a drop in commercial buying. Okay, so that's the two markets I'm going to be focusing on through the month of October, as well along with equities. Very much interested in looking to try and buy some dips towards those. But all in all, we've had a nice movement in September. So looking for a continuation of that and the volatility through October. That's all for this month. Join me again next month whenever we'll check out what's setting up for the month of November.